Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. This time it's quite interesting because what I have made in the React is related to VoIP communication. VoIP is voice over IP. So it's like when you call the customer care, it's a thing like it's like a VoIP communication, right? So there is IVR flow we make to handle that vibe communication. Like when user presses the DTMF1, like we press keypad like one, two, three, like two for this, three for this. We get the prompt when we call the customer care, like press three for this. So that's three keys. I think with the DTMF, right? So press one DTMF for this, press two DTMF for that. So regarding that, we can make a IVR flow, and then we can just decide how the flow of call is going to be, right? Like you can see, this is the repo for the like for the package. It's not a package exactly, it's just a sample source code that I upload, so it's not a package. So I will that's the reason I'm making this video, so it will be easy for developers to use this, like how we can use this source code and make this kind of IVR flow. So like you can see here, this is nothing but the start, right? So start in this is like you have called a customer care, and here there is a configuration of the IVR flow. Like you can see, this is press 1, press 2, press 3. So it's like when you call the customer care, they will get this prompt like press 1 for the music, press 2 for the books, press 3 for the movies, press 4 for travel, and press 5 for speeches. And if you press 1, then you will get these two prompts, press 1 for rock and press 2 for jazz. And if you press 1 for the rock, then the music will get played, a rock music. So this IVR flow, we can make this in the React. Okay, so this is what I'm going to demonstrate to you in this video today. How can we make this IVR flow? And for that, I have used this React Flow library. This is uh, great library, I will say. They have provided so much customization in this library. We can just make a graph, we can kind of make a flow. So actually, when I was working on this, I looked into lots of libraries because it's very tough to make this all these drag and drop things individually. So the help of a library saves a lot of your time. So here, when I was looking at the examples, they have given one example for the drag and drop. See here, it is drag and drop. So they also provide you the code. So this is like input node. So this is output node. So I can drag and drop here. Then I can connect these two nodes. So I studied this example, and then I could finally raised up to this IVR flow, like this big IVR flow. You can see just on the basis of this, just on the top of this example. Okay. So for that, let's start. This is just an image. So this is the actual IVR flow you are seeing here. Okay. So let me just, okay. So we have the experiences and we have the categories. Okay. So these experiences are coming from here. Like you can see, this is a big admin panel. And in the repo, I just upload the code for this IVR flow because it does not make sense to upload this entire admin panel for that. So if you go inside this repo, you will see that there are lots of imports. Like if you go here, if you click on the index.tcsx TypeScript file, you will see there are lots of imports, and you will may get confused like from where these imports are coming. So this code is just for the reference. That's why I made this video. So I will be able to like we can go through this code and see exactly how it's being used. Okay. So in this IVR folder, there is a folder named flow. So this list and save folder is there, and this save folder has this IVR flow. Okay. So the code under this save folder is exactly what I uploaded here in the repo. So let's go, one by one. Let's go through each file and let's see exactly how it is being made. So let's see. So first of all, I have started with this index file. What I have did here is that this is a like this is there are two sections here. This one is cards and this one is main. So this main folder indicate this main area, and this cards folder indicates these cards. Okay, this experience cards and category cards. These experience cards are coming from here, the experiences. Okay, one can just go here and create an experience. Okay, so this music, am, books, fun facts, you can see these are all those experiences. Okay, and there are the categories we can make under those experiences. Like I can go here, create category, and select an experiences. So these are the categories and the experience that category belongs to. Okay, so one category can belong to only one experiences. So it's like if you go here, this is the museum experience. If I open the category, you will see museum experiences there, and these are the categories that fall under this museum experience. So you can see here this country, hip hop, jazz and rock. They are falling under this experience, museum experience. So you will see this. You will see the same thing here as well. So in the same manner, we have categories for the books, for the fun facts. So we have categories for all these experiences, and they are coming from here, this experience and category list. So you got the idea, right? So let's dive into the code. Okay, so let's go open the source code. So I have this index folder. Okay, what I did here is that I have wrapped the entire this main area and the side cards, meaning this cards folder, into a context. The reason I have wrapped this into the context because this is in the future I can see that there will be some changes will come, and there will be a time when this main area will need to access some kind of a data from API, and this side card will also have to access that API. It is going to happen, I think so. So it's better to use context, so we can send the same data simultaneously to the both of these components. So I use the context API. So first of all, what I have did is that in the use effect, like when this entire area gets loaded, in the use effect, I have called the API to get the experiences. Okay, to get experiences, to get these experiences. So this give me the list of the experiences. Then I have called the API for the playlist. So you may like, what is the playlist exactly? You can ignore it as of now because there is no need of this. We are not using playlist here, so we can remove this one. Okay, so we have the prompts as well. Okay, what are the prompts? Okay, so I will show you the prompts. This is the start, right? So you can imagine call is going to flow on this start. Okay, so you can see here there are this configuration for the prompt. So like whenever we call customer care, we get the prompt, right? Press one for this, press two for that. So we can configure prompts here, like user presses like user presses DTMF F8, and there is no prompt for a DTMF 8. Like there is no menu for the DTMF 8. So we get the invalid prompt, right? That you have chosen the wrong DTMF. So for that, one can choose what are the invalid prompts are going to be. So you may like get surprised from where these prompts are coming, right? So there is another menu here. We just can go here and messaging. So here it is prompts. So one can create prompt from here. Prompt is nothing but just an audio file. Okay, just press one for this, press one. These are just audio files. So one can just upload prompts from here, and those prompts will be loaded here then. So one can choose prompts for it. Invalid prompt, timeout prompt, like whenever like press one for this, and if you did not press anything for almost 20 seconds, then the timeout prompt will be played. Like the exact like time has been gone to play the prompt, and then call gets hang up, right? So we can choose the timeout prompt, and here we can also choose like what should be the number of seconds for the timeout, like 5 seconds or 15 seconds, like up to what customer care has to wait till the user presses the in kind of input. So we also have a timeout prompt here. We have a skip to next menu prompt, like if you want if like user just do not want to listen to the main menu and just want to get to the next main menu, then we can also select the prompt here. Okay, let's go and select the prompt one by one. Okay, let's select the invalid prompt. I will select the CTA fun facts. These are just dummy prompts I'm selecting. Okay, timeout prompt, and DTMF digit for skip to next main menu is star. That's the normal DTMF. Like usually that's what the customer care executive, like their call flow usually have star as a skip to next main menu prompt. So we have go to main menu prompt. Okay, like we are inside the main menu, and if you want to go to the main menu, then we have the hashtag as a digit, and for that we can select the prompt that will say press hash to go to the main menu. Then we have exit prompt. like before we hang up the call, there are going to be some like prompt gets spread like thank you for calling or reaching us, some kind of prompt. So we can also select prompt for that. Then we have general timeout, and then I have retry count. Like if I press DTMF 8 and there is no menu for DTMF 8, then we get the prompt right that the DTMF chosen is wrong. So we can have how many times user can retry again. Like if I press 8, then I press 8 again. If I press 8 again, like it has happened 3 times, right? So call can get hang up, then we can decide like that. So this is the start that the user can configure for the IVR flow. Let's submit this. So now this is submitted. I can click on this. We can see our information is back there. Okay. So this is the start from. Then we have the experiences and we have the categories. Okay. Let's go back to the code. So prompts are for that. So you got the idea, right? What are the prompts? So we have this prompts promise, like I'm calling the Axios API. You can see auth Axios. So you can see like I'm calling the APIs from the Axios. We get the prompts. We have the flow promise. Okay, this is the empty promise. You can see right now I'm making the IVR flow, right? So I am not getting any data. Like if this would have been editable, like I can just go here. Let me show you IVR experience flows. If I click on this edit, see there is one IVR flow already configured. If I click on the edit, then I can get the data of this entire IVR flow from here. Okay, so you can see here. If I press on the two, okay, that was options request. So this is one. So this data, like to get that data, I am calling this API flow promise, but it only happen in the when I will click on the editing the IVR flow. Right now, here we are creating the IVR flows. That's why here is a condition. If we are not creating, in the sense we are editing, so we will call the API. Otherwise, it's just an empty promise. Okay. So, I'm just trying to resolve all this from it at the once, and then I will get the data for the experience, the playlist, and the prompts, and I will send that entire data into the context. Okay, so this main area and this experience of categories, this sidecars area will able to access that data. Okay, so yeah, this was regarding the index file. So let's go. So here we also have methods. Okay, so these are nothing but the helpers I have made. uh, let's skip this. I will tell you about this method in the end of the video. Okay, that's where I think it will be more understandable that time. So we have a main here. Main is nothing but this area, but let's start with the cards. Okay, what are the cards? Cards are nothing but these experience and categories. So with the use of context, we have fetched all the cards. Okay, here use context we are used, and from that we have destructured the experiences. Okay, so here are the experiences that I have shown here. So you can see these are the experiences, and this experiences already has a category embedded into it. So I can just go here and experience.map. Then under the experience object itself, I can get the categories as well. So these are the categories. So this is accordion that has been made with the use of Bootstrap 5. This is a Metronics Bootstrap 5 template. So you can see these are the classes that they have provided for the to make the accordion. And yes, then these are the experiences. So this is the experiences you can see here. And for the category section, so we have another div. So you can see categories. Here we have like an experience name and everything that we can see here. And then inside we have a category section here. So this is regarding this sidecars you can see. And then let's go to the main area. Okay, in the main area you will see index.tsx. Sorry. So this main area already has this entire area. Okay, so what I have done here is this input type text and these buttons, they are already been coded here. Okay, and then we have this flow component, and this flow component is this area IVR flow area that we are going to perform drag and drop. Okay, so let me go and open this flow component. This is nothing but this component flow.tsx. So this is exactly where all show that's gonna run. Okay, this is the main file you can see. uh, so this is kind of a long file, and I used use callback for every function, because whenever I'm going to drag and drop, like you can see if I open the console, if I drag something, So if I drag and drop, you can see console is getting called, like console is getting filled up because this component gets rendered back again and again. So for that, we use callback is been uh, like use callback has been used for every function. So function won't get rendered again and again. Okay. So this is the main file. Okay. So let's go code wise. Okay. Code wise and also use case wise. Okay. So what I will do is now here's the start. Okay, so let's build an IVR flow. First of all, I will drag this card music yum. So it's already dragged, right? So how this is working is if I click on this index.tsx, now from here I have dragged the music yum, right? So whenever I'm going to drag this function will get triggered on drag start. This function will set a data. Okay, so this is just a dummy application React Flow, and here I have set node module and label. Okay, so node module and label in the sense what is the type of this model that I'm going to no, I'm dragging. So this is nothing but experience card. So I have put here as experience in the name of the experience music name and then the ID of the experiences. Reason I have sent ID because we already have the experiences data from the API, right? Here we are calling the experiences. Okay, so I'm also sending that experience into the context API, right? So with the use of that ID, I can fetch the extra details regarding that experience, right? So that's what I have sent, and then whenever one drags and drops the experience, this function gets called then on drop. So here, just like I have set the data into this application slash React Flow, I'm able to get the data back again using get data applications React Flow. So from that, I destructure the module label ID and parent ID as well. So the parent ID is regarding the category because just like I can drop the experiences, I can also drag the category right here. In category, we are sending category name, category ID, and the experience ID because this category belongs to a particular experience. So this is nothing but the child, and this is nothing but the parent, right? So that's why I'm also restricting the parent. So this is for the category card, not the experience card. And these things like React Flow instance.project, then we are just deciding what should be the x-axis and y-axis of that card. So this is being referred from this example. Here you can see React Flow.instance. Okay. Then after that we have to decide the node. Okay, so here there are three sections. Okay, first section is this all these things you are seeing, these cards, these are nothing but the nodes. Okay, this is a node, this is also a node, and this is also a node. And if I'm going to connect this, let's go and connect the start with the music. This is nothing but the edge. Okay, and when I will click on this node, you can see the dialog box. This is nothing but the dialogues. Okay, so there are three things. There is a node, there is edge, and there is a dialog box. And dialog box, this model is for each card. I mean, wherever the information is needed. Okay, it is also for the experience card. It is also for category card. Okay, so we have to store the node information. Okay, the reason why we have to store it because when I will click on the edit, we have to show the IVR flow as it is, right? So this React Flow works with the nodes and edges. It requires node information and edge information as well. So the ID of the node type, type is category card, experience card, whatever. The position, it's been handled by the plugin itself, and the data. Okay, so I can store particular data. Okay, like when I will click on the edit, I will get all the cards, right? So for this particular card, if I want some information, I can store it already from here. Okay, so I'm storing here label, the ID, the DTMF. What is the DTMF? So if I go here, if I select a DTMF, it will be just stored here. Okay, so this is nothing but the node. You can see, and there are some validations I have done here. Okay, if I open the validations.tsx, so if I drag a card and the card is already present, this validation will get triggered. This card already present. So let me show you. If I go here and this music game is already present, right? So if I go and drop this, so you can see, oops, card is already present. So these validations are there. Another one is like so lots of validations are already there. So I will show you in a bit how it is. So right now I have connected the start with the experience card, right? So let's go and let's configure this music. Okay, so this card name is unreadable. the input type detail, there's also unreadable, just input type. Then I can, like, user can decide for which detail of this experience card is going to play. So let's press like decide this for the one, and what should be the prompt for this experience card. Okay, so let's go and decide the prompt. So let's go to speech. I think let's choose anyone. Okay, music or something. Okay, let's go and choose this uh, music rock. Okay, now the music aim is there, right? So let's go and choose another experience. Okay, let's go and choose the books. Okay, and for this dialog box there is another state as we mentioned, that is, we can see there are multiple states here. One is for the nodes, another is for edges. This React Flow instance is given the state is maintained by the React Flow itself. These are also states maintained by the React Flow itself as well. Okay, so use node state. This is coming from the React Flow. Use a state also coming from React Flow. And this nodes dialog, it's something that I myself integrated into this. This is our own state. Okay, nodes dialog. See, nodes dialog is nothing but this dialog box you are seeing here. So you can, like, if I go here, I'm sending this nodes dialog into this React Flow component is there, and I'm also sending nodes dialog into here. So whenever one presses on the any input, any node, and there is already functions given by the React Flow itself on node click. Okay. So what I see here is that if somebody clicks on the node here, okay, then get the classes from the event dot target exactly from on what it is, like on what user has clicked. So if user has clicked on this X icon, it will get removed. Okay. And if user does not click on X, it click on the nodes, then the dialog box will be shown. So here we have got the classes, and from the classes I'm just able to add a condition that if the class name of this close icon is remove node. So if remove node is present, then we are just going to remove node and we will return empty. If remove node is not present, in the sense user has not clicked on this X icon, so it has clicked on the node. So we will just put set open dialog equals to true, and this is nothing but the state. Okay, set open dialog equals to true. Where it is set open dialog. I think this state is coming from, okay, okay, from here it is coming. Okay, set open dialog. Then so this is nothing but this is a function actually, not a state. Oops, I think I almost forgot that. So this is state open dialog, and here in the set nodes dialog, we are just like, if I click on this, if I click on this nodes, I am able to get that node dialog that is bind with that node, and I'm just sending their state as an open state, like true. Here we are sending the state, right? So set open dialog is true, then this node state becomes true. And if it becomes true, then here we are just like, if node dialog is not open, if it's true, then we are just showing that node dialogs. Okay, like we are returning here and we are showing it as JSX. So, so because of this, like, we are able to show the nodes dialog to the user by the whenever user presses on any node, the state of the node dialog becomes true, and then when the computer re-renders, we are able to show that node dialog back again. Okay. And another thing is, even if we have used map here, the result of this is going to be only one element, because at the one time only one dialog box will be there, present. So map only being used because no dialogs is nothing but an array. That's why. Let's close this and let's go and build the IVR flow. So let's go and, yeah, books. Let's go and press two. I will, for the books, I will choose detail digit as 2 and select prompt as, this dummy prompt I have selected. Okay. We can zoom in, zoom out. This is to just easy out the things, because this can become a long IVR flow. I'm just showing you a simple case. And one can also press and, can make this like this screen, like this is the area we can just drag and drop anywhere we want. So this is music, this is books. So all the categories that fall under the music, let's go and drag and drop this rock and jazz. So this is rock, this is jazz. So now let's click on this experience card. So what do I get here is, so this for the sorry, this is category card, okay, not the experience card. So this is category card. So for this, let's suppose like user has come on the start, then we have the prompt has been played. Press one for music and press two for books. User presses one for the music, and then there will be two prompts will be get played. Okay, press one for rock and press two for jazz. So let's go and configure as a one as a return digit for this category card. Again, this card name and input type is just readable format. And now here, one can choose the playlist. Okay, this is the reason like we have called this playlist API from here. Okay, uh, the playlist is nothing but the group of audios. Okay, so it's like this, like when user will press one for this rock, then the playlist will get played, either a playlist or we can also upload a sample audio file. Okay, so let me go and choose a playlist. Now you may be wondering from where the playlist is coming, right? So you can just go here, and we have the content, we have the here it playlist section. So user can create a playlist from here. Okay, so these are nothing but the audio, these are nothing but the songs. Okay, and these songs are coming from this section, audio content. Okay, so one can just go and configure the playlist by like just click on the plus icon, and then you can see all the chosen songs are here. One can even drag and drop. So when user will come and press one for this rock, then this songs will get played one by one. This South America, like this South America, then Africa, then mine, what are the songs that you have chosen. Or you can also go and upload a particular song of your anything song, that will get played there. And this is nothing but a prompt for this category, like press one for rock, that's prompt you can also select here. So this is for the rock, and let's go, and for the jazz let's choose press 2. Another thing is, if I mistakenly press 1 here, let's see what happens. I am like selecting a press 1, like press 1 is already been selected for the rock, right? So I should not able to select 1 for the jazz, but let's go and select, let's see what happens. Let's choose a audio. For this I'm selecting a poems playlist, and prompt for this press 2 for jazz. If I click on the submit, you can see it's selected already in use, so I cannot select the one because one is already selected. So let's select 2 for this. Okay, and this all validations, that if I click on this 2, the validation that come, that detail has already been used, it's coming from this validations.ts file. Here you will find all the validations, the card already linked or not, already present or not. All these validations are for you, you can get here. Okay, so for the books, let's go and let's drag and drop. So non-fiction. Now here, if I mistakenly try to connect this museum experience to this books category, if I do this, you will see category does not belong to parent experience, because this falls under this experience, right? So that's why the validation is there. So one cannot just use this category for this experience. So let's go and use this. So let's choose one as the TMF and the playlist, and the prompt for this, like press one for non-fiction, submit, and let's go and choose another category card for this books experience. And here I will choose, you can choose anything. Let's choose 3 for this. Okay, let's choose playlist, and let's choose, let's go and upload the audio file. I mean, do I have the audio? Let's go and check it out. Documents. Okay, I have the audio. Okay. Okay, let's go and upload. Okay, it's 63 MB. Oh my god, that's too much. Let's go and upload the sample audio. abc.web. Okay, so you will get the nice progress bar here. So it's been uploaded, right? So if I click on this again, okay, so, oops. Yeah, I think this. Okay, I guess my system got hanged. I think. Okay. Okay, so you got the idea, right? Let's come here. Okay, this is quite working. Okay, let me go refresh here. Here, I'm not able to drag anything here. It just got stuck. I think it must be a. See, I'm not even able to press here. I think so some kind of issue with my system here. It got hanged. But yes, let's close this all these TypeScript issues. Okay, so here you can see that I have already made this huge IVR flow. So you can see how it is being made. Okay, let's go and let's write. Let's listen the area for this inspect so you can see this properly. So here you can see this n- like big IVR flow, like this music is there, books is there, and you can see there's a one, two, these are nothing but an DTMF that one has chosen. Okay, so if I go here, if I click on the music, if I choose another DTMF, let's select 9 for this, we can see the 9 has been shown here. Okay, let me go and choose one for it again. So this is a huge IVR flow that I have already configured, and like this is a press one for music, two for books, and we have movies, facts, and the poems, speeches as well, the travel, and then all the category card that fall under this experience. Rock, country, jazz, hip hop. So yeah, I mean, so this is the basic idea. Like you can make an IVR flow, with the use of React Flow library and some kind of tweaking. These are all you can see. These are all the changes that I have added. And let's go and show you like how this what this main folder has. So it has like nodes. Let's go to nodes. So nodes are nothing but this cards that you can see. Okay, this is nothing but a node. This category node. This is experience node, and this is start node. So that's the design for this. So this is a category node. So this handle is nothing but this circular black, you can see like from where we are connecting the nodes. Okay, this is coming from the handle, which is nothing but a component that React Flow itself provides. So this is a category node, and you can see it has a label. Like category also has a label, and there is some I use icon to show the categories. This is the icon, and this is props.dtmf data, so dtmf for this card. Okay, so we also have experience node, we also have a start node is kind of different, so you can see it's kind of different. We have a handle here, so it has been shown here, and we have this start title, and this is it. I think this is not in use. This you can just, I can just remove this. This is not necessary. So this is for the start component, and then there are dialog boxes we have. So we have dialog box for the category dialog box. So when I click on the category, you can see this is nothing but a form, right? So I have used forming for the validations. So this is the this is Bootstrap 5 Metronics template. So that's what the format I have used here. So these are all the fields. You can see these all fields. You can see here. We also have experience dialog. This is a category. So for this experience, we also have experience dialog. Oops. So we have this experience dialog, and we have the index.tsx. Okay, it's not. I will tell you a little bit what is it. So we also have a welcome prompt dialog. Okay, so if I close this dialog, so this is the dialog for the start button, like welcome prompt. So this is nothing but the welcome prompt. Okay, so you can see here that dialog is also here. See, this is the formic has been used for this form. So this is the form, like this all fields that you can see here in this component. Okay, so system is getting hanged a little bit because of some reasons. Okay, so this is the welcome prompt dialog for the start button. Like then we have the index.tsx. So how this is working is whenever one clicks on, like if one clicks on the start, then the state gets rendered, and the open property for this dialog box becomes true. Then we send some information as a prof which comes to this index, and then it just decide if no dialog dot type, like the open property is true for which dialog box. If it is for the start, then the welcome prompt will be shown. If it is for category, then the category dialog will be shown. If it's for experience, then the experience dialog will be shown. So according to that property, that prop, we are showing the dialog box here. So this is the basic IVR flow. You can see I use input handle a hook to get the information. Okay, so because when I will click on the save button, I will need the information of the nodes, the edges, and the nodes dialog, right? So to get that, I am using this use input handle, and this get flow data ref. This ref is getting sent here. Get flow data ref, and then with the use of this get flow data ref, you can see here get flow data ref dot current dot get flow data. So this get flow data function is nothing but this function. So this function is returning the nodes, dialogues, and nodes dialog. So then once I get this node edges and node dialogues, I'm just passing them through the API and storing them. Okay. So yeah, I mean this is the code for this this IVR flow. There are lots of functions here. I won't able to. I mean, we don't have much time to tell you everything about it. But yeah, you can go through it. You can play with it. I mean, if you are going to make an IVR flow of your own, you can definitely take the reference from this code. And yeah, just go and you can also raise an issue here so that we can I can able to guide you exactly how we can make it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, thank you for being with me. Yeah. So yes, thank you.